The garden's looking quite different. We harvested all of our sugar baby melons, and then I had the boys mow over the crazy untended weed, out of control weeds there after we harvested the melons. I harvested all of my dill and calendula and what else was here? Chamomile. And I have planted beets, radishes, carrots, and some lettuces and kale. My lavender's finally poking through right here, but my goodness, lavender is not nice. It just like torments you. It just, I don't know, it takes forever and you never know if it's gonna come this year or next year, but at least there's some action occurring. This peppermint never even germinated, maybe next year. My mint is already flowering. I harvested a bunch yesterday to dry. I did not know that mint tastes like licorice. No one likes it, including myself. I think spearmint or peppermint would have been better. I think spearmint is probably what I've always eaten and had in tea and didn't know it. So now I know. Some lettuces are successfully growing, or maybe, yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's lettuce or radishes or beets, but we got some action here. My cucumbers are doing fantastic. I harvested 5 yesterday. I made a delicious cucumber Asian salad. My marigolds are still beautiful. I haven't officially introduced you guys to our new pups. This is Dash. He's 5 months old, purebred black lab, and that's Buddy. And they have been so wonderful. I am so thankful. They are sweet and gentle with my little old girl Roxy, and they could care less about the chickens. I am so thankful. So had to show you that. My sweet potatoes that I started from a few sweet potatoes that Hector's aunt gave me that she grew in her garden in my windowsill. They're gonna be great. I'm super excited. And then I harvested all of my cherry tomatoes, which I got tired of, and planted a bunch of pole beans. Let's see what happens. It's a little late, but it's okay. Gardening doesn't always have to be perfect. Sometimes it's just fun to experiment. Then we moved these 2 garden beds out here. They were the ones that were on the sides of the house, there and then in the back. And I really just regretted putting them there, so we moved them out here. I've got oregano, parsley, basil, thyme, and I planted some more cilantro and rosemary. And this is not enough soil to have planted anything, but Hector suggested using it as a compost bed, and I thought that was brilliant. So we may do that. I think we could clean up the chicken coop, bring all the poop and hay over here, mix it up, throw our scraps in there, and let it do its magic. There go the new pups. Oh my goodness, he didn't know about the wire, poor guy. He tripped, but he's okay. And last but not least, I've got my lemon balm and my marshmallow, don't know. And it's all sprouting. I put it halfway in the shade because I think the scorching sun was killing it. So pretty excited that I've got more lemon balm in the works. I loved having it this year and I want way more for next year. So let's see what happens. I've got my little garden seating under the tree, overlooking the garden and the house. And it's a breezy day. It rained today for the 4th time in a month and a half. And so it was the only day that it rained for hours. It didn't rain very hard though, but still, I think that with the gentle trickling throughout the early morning and throughout the day, we got more water than we have in a long time. It's breezy and cool. It's not humid and muggy. And it rained last Sunday for like 10 minutes and maybe like the week before that for like 5 minutes, and then it has barely rained. I mean, I'm sure some of you have the same situation. It was like 3.5 weeks of dry, 100-degree, hot weather, sunny every day. And I mean, it was gorgeous. But we've had the chickens out there, how long now? Maybe April, mid-May. So that means June, July. For 2.5 months, the chickens have been out there in that coop. And I have never had to open the coop or close the coop in the rain, except one morning the day before yesterday. That's just goes to show how little rain we've gotten. The other time it rained, it was like in the afternoon after church. And then today we woke up to, I don't even know when it started today, because I did not have to open the coop in the rain. But when we left to church, it was drizzling a little. So I'm happy that the weather is just pleasant. I could see the chickens scratching around the yard instead of all just hiding in the woods panting because it's so hot. The dogs, we've only had them 2 weeks as of today, and they are very dark, and so they attract the sun, and they're really hot, so they stay in the shade. They stay on the porch, but the last 2 days it's been overcast, and they have been running around and playing. They take their little nice afternoon nap on the porch, but they're out and about. They don't have to wait until sundown to get off the porch. So they're happy to be running around and playing right now instead of waiting for the sun to go away. So I'm happy for the animals that it's not so hot. I'm happy for the garden that there's water, and for myself to not have to water it every day. The rain has helped. Blackberries, blueberries are done, but our fig tree is happy and growing, and our muscadines look like they're coming in strong this year. I'm pretty happy about that. And I'm hoping that the stuff I planted will do well, and that we'll have a few more good things to eat before gardening season's over. I think after I harvest the lettuce, I'll have a few more months where I can plant some lettuces and beets and radishes. And I don't know how long those cucumbers will go, but I'll just keep enjoying them as we go. So it's been a fun gardening year, and fall gardens are so much easier. I can't wait. They're just so much more encouraging with the weather, and the kinds of vegetables are just easier to grow. It's almost like they just do their own thing, you know, they just appear. There you go, eat, you know. But spring gardens are just a little more challenging. So that's all. Just wanted to show you how beautiful the day is and how pleasant the weather is, and update on my garden. And yeah, there's nothing much more to share. We did visit a tiny little country Southern Baptist church this morning, like 40 seconds from my house. And it was everything I imagined it would be. Tiny, all old people, with the exception of one homeschool family. And they go there because the husband grew up in that church. They were so happy to have a young family there. They like totally rushed us, and they were so welcoming. And the music was all traditional hymns with the Baptist hymnal, and they invited people to get on stage and join the choir if they wanted to. Just open floor. It was like, this is amazing. I didn't do it because I didn't know some of the songs, but I did know some of them too. So it was so fun, and my heart was so refreshed just to hear such encouraging things from the pastor and the people there. It was really sweet. So it was fun, a fun experience. You guys can keep us in prayer on our journey. I have no idea where the Lord will lead us, but we are not fearful, and we know that He is with us, and He's our guide in all of this. So thanks for watching. God bless you guys. See you next time.